Well, let me, first and foremost, on behalf of the Corps Marshal and the entire officers and men of the Federal Safety Corps, commensurate with the people of Niger State on the recent disaster, because that's a disaster on its own. What happened on 15th of October? That was a red letter day for us as road safety practitioners, and for every Nigerian, of course. We know we are all involved, and want to commensurate with the families and the good Lord console them. And what can we say? This is one crash too many. If you flash back in September, we had a similar scenario at Agai in Niger State, where a tanker also crashed, spilled fuel, and somewhere fire erupted also. That one involved burning of a full truckload with cows, human beings. About 48 lives were lost in that one. As at the last count of this Jigawa own, the statistics have risen up to 170 as at the last period. But the most disturbing aspect of it is that we are seeing sequences that follow a similar pattern, and it seems as if we don't learn from history. And if we don't learn from history, we will eventually become history. If you look at all the issues that surrounds the tanker incidences, it has to do with spillage. And once there is spillage, you see people coming to scoop fuel. It will interest us to note that in that Jigawa incident, the initial crash, that the driver and the motorboy, they came out safely. But because there was a rollover and there was a spill, massive one, entered the canal and gathered as a pool somewhere, and the villagers gathered and they were scooping the fuel. It was in the process of that scooping the fuel that they met their untimely death. Otherwise, the initial crash had no death or injury even involved, because the driver came out and it. The responder agencies also responded on time. The distance from that place to where the FRSC office is just about 15 kilometers. The police also came out on time. But at a point in time, they could not be the crowd could not be contained again, because they were actually calling themselves, using phone to call themselves to come. It was as if, come and take your own share of the national cake. So again, you now see the role of public and massive education in these things will play. But if you look at it generally, three major factors are involved: the human factor, the environment, and of course the mechanical factor that has to do with the road.
Okay.